Starting now.
What's going on, CABC family? John Garcia Jr. here. We got something special for you. You guys know we like to talk ball. We like to get into football from every different angle, if at all possible. And we're really excited about today's because it's an ode to the big guys. It's an ode to the guys who really make the ship run on any football team. They don't get the credit. They don't get the glory. But today, they will get the glory, led by the guy who is really blowing up. I mean, you can't go on social media in the South, in the football world, without hearing or seeing, I should say, hashtag CoachSyrup, a.k.a. Darrian Carmicheal from Jonesboro, Georgia. He's basically gone viral, putting syrup shots in the mouth of his O-lineman coming off the field. I mean, it's a great story. We'll run some pictures and things like that. Hashtag CoachSyrup joining us on Crimson and Blue Chips. But I'm going to give it to our producer Kev. Spent a dozen years as an offensive lineman. He's coached the offensive line just like Coach Carmicheal has. So I want to just intro it and just sit back and enjoy you guys. So big fellas, take it away. Producer Kev, let's shine some light on this young man.
All right, Coach, how's it going tonight?
Oh, pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. So I talked to you earlier. You had a freshman game tonight. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We did.
So how'd that work out for you tonight?
Well, tonight we took a loss. We lost 10-0 to Alcovey.
All right. Well, sorry to hear about that. But so another thing is with the syrup. First of all, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got to Jonesboro and all that good stuff. Where you come from, you play ball and all that.
Okay, well, I went to high school at Morrow High School, which is also in Clayton County. I graduated in 2010 and went to Edward Waters College in Jacksonville, Florida, where I also played football. I've coached in Clayton County, Henry County, DeKalb County, almost everywhere from first coached at Morrow High School, and I went to Middle Grove High School for the last 2 years, and then now I'm at Jonesboro. So it's been a long journey, but every kid I touch, I love it.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, me and John, we both played at Averett University in Virginia at the Division III level, and then I coached at the Division III level at Averett still, and then I coached high school for the last couple years before I decided to step away, which was really hard for me. But so where did the syrup come from? How did that come about? Because we had a mantra in college. We called it meat chop. Mm-hmm. And it was that big hunk of thigh, and that's what we were trying to destroy on every play. We wanted to take your legs out. Where did the pancake syrup come from?
Well, I've been in the offensive line my whole life, and I always, known about the pancake. But I know about the ham hock also, when you're trying to cut everybody down.
Yeah.
And it just popped in my mind with, like I said, with the turnover chains, becoming big, everything. I was like, how can I get my guys, ready and amped up to go? Because that the turnover chain makes a difference for for teams, period. So I thought about it, and I was like, what can I use? And for some reason, syrup just popped in my mind.
Yeah.
So the syrup actually, started last year at Middle Grove High School. Like I said in the stories, I used to just carry it around on my hip.
Yeah.
Get asked, why you got syrup, Coach? Why? Because it's an odd thing. Around a bottle of syrup. So, it started then, but it wasn't as big as it is now because I didn't decide to do the whole shots thing until I got to Jonesboro, because of doing it last year and getting the exposure that I did last year. I was like, well, I want to do something different. I want to do something where it showcases them even more. So then that's when I just decided, the pregame of the first game said, hey, we're doing syrup shots, and it went from there.
That's so awesome. Yeah, John sent me the Twitter stuff. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I said, I don't care what we have to do. I was like, we're doing an interview because I played offensive line my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's the most amazing thing I've seen as far as an offensive line thing, because it is. offensive linemen, we don't get glory, we don't get credit. And, you see the DBs and the linebackers and stuff. They get to do like turnover chains and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never seen anything for an offensive lineman. So when I saw it, I was like, we gotta make the interview happen. I don't care what we gotta do. So what? So have you coached any guys that have gone on to play at the college level?
Right now I have one that's at Virginia State and one that was
nice.
on to Allegheny, I think that's how you said it.
Mm-hmm.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Allegheny.
Yeah, I got a left tackle now that has committed to Texas State, so that should be big.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations on those guys.
Yes, sir.
So since it's kind of gone viral, like who's been the biggest person like to reach out to you, like as far as like any big names reached out offensive line wise or anything?
Not yet. I think for me the biggest thing was ESPN.
Yeah.
Because I never thought that this would go big, at all. But to see myself on ESPN, that made me real proud, and then the people taking shots themselves and all that, it just makes you feel some type of way when you see yourself and they're saying your name.
Yeah.
And, you don't get that often.
Yeah, no, definitely. I remember anytime I got any type of media exposure, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Just playing that position that doesn't get much. But all right. So what type of stuff do y'all run at Jonesboro? I mean, are y'all more 50-50, you run it, you pass it? What do y'all do as far as an offensive line?
Yeah, we're kind of 50-50, kind of, spread. Depends on how the game goes. We might try to run it and pound it, or if we can't, get the run and working right then, we might, trying to open it up. So
All
right.
right.
we're kind of 50-50.
All right, cool deal. And with the Twitter exposure, I've seen some syrup companies tweet you. Has anybody actually sent you any syrup?
Well, I think it's Treehouse said that they're sending something on the way, so we shall see, when it gets here.
Because I saw you strictly use Mrs. Buttersworth right now, right? Or Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, Aunt Jemima. It was
Aunt Jemima.
But I'm open to you, any kind. That was just the first thing I seen on the shelf. I said, well, hey,
yeah,
let me go pick this up, and it had a handle on it, so it made it easy. I'm not, knocking any other syrups or anything. I'm willing to try anything.
Yeah, I wanted to know if there was a preference in that, if you're using it just because that was the first one you could get, or if there was a connection with the syrup, because I think it's awesome. I love the fact that there's syrup companies that were tweeting at you and telling you they're going to send you some stuff. I thought that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you I'll give you a minute to kind of plug yourself, plug the school, and if you got anything going on that you want everybody to know about, just go ahead and let them know, and we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up pretty soon.
I got some logistics.
Oh yeah, no, John, yeah,
but you go first.
Well, I want to thank everybody for the support and everything. Like I said, didn't think this would go as big as it is. You can follow me at Coach Carmicheal on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also, my shirt put me in Coach Incorporated. This is my mentor organization. We also are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and everything. Shout out to everybody, my mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins, everybody at Jonesboro, the whole coaching staff, Coach Nate, Coach Floyd, Coach Brooks, Coach Calvin, everybody, all my offensive linemen, from the seniors to the freshmen to the varsity to the JV to the ninth grade. Everybody. I don't want to miss nobody, but shout out to everybody. Thank you so much, man. Awesome. Shout out to you all for asking me to do the podcast. Like I told you earlier, I never did a podcast, but hey, I'm
That's awesome, man. We're glad to have you.
First of many. I'm curious, logistically, a couple of things. First of all, as a non-offensive lineman, how many DBs or D linemen or running backs, anybody else, who has tried to steal a shot of syrup? Because I know the teenage mind wants everything to themselves. So I know somebody's tried.
Everybody has tried. almost everybody. Because I mean, from the quarterback, and even though they're tight with the offensive line, I say, hey man, it's an old line thing. Even my one of the running backs sent me a highlight of, hey coach, this is a pancake, so I get some syrup, right? Like, man, it's not. It's not for you. I still love you, and it's a good block, but hey, it's just for my old line.
So it's just O-line pancakes, right?
It's just O-line pancakes.
What have you taken any syrup shots?
Well, I didn't during any games, but the video that I posted today, because everybody asked to see a video, I did in that video. But it's something new.
Gotcha. Another logistical question I got is, I saw it like holstered on your hip there. How does that work? How do you get it holstered on the belt or on your shorts? And how quickly can you trigger that thing, man? Like, what if two guys get pancakes and they both need a helping? I mean, how quickly can you get that thing up?
Well, first the serve is for pancakes and also for scoring touchdowns, because just like at Miller Grove, also, like Coach said, we don't get much shine, and when we're doing all the dirty work and blocking and blocking and blocking and blocking, and they're just getting 10 yards and adding up. It's the little clip thing that you can clip like keys on your side.
Okay.
Stick on the handle, and ready to go. If I see we in the red zone, it comes off. Then if we don't score, put it back on. So I'm always ready. If we score, I'm sitting on the sideline waving it like this, just ready for them to come.
Have you gone through? What's the most you've gone through in one game or one day in terms of syrup? Have you run out at any point?
No, we haven't run out yet, but I think we're gonna come run out by the end of the season.
Do they get syrup shots in practice, or is it just a game thing?
It's just a game thing. I seen somebody said I give out in practice, but no, it's not a practice thing.
Okay.
When it comes to the competition for, like, do you keep track? So, like, left tackles had 18 syrup shots, left guards had 7 or whatever. I mean, do you guys keep track? And how competitive has it gotten? We know the other positions won it, but how competitive has it gotten with one O-lineman versus the next?
Well, by each game we keep track. So if I'm grading film, I say, hey, my starting left tackle got 2. My right tackle got 3, and also they know that if they get 15 altogether, I also take them to IHOP for free.
Even better. It's even better. So potential sponsorships, if it ever happens. We got Aunt Jemima. Mm-hmm. We've got IHOP. Mm-hmm. Are you against Canadian maple syrup?
I'm not against anything.
Awesome. Okay, so this could blow up. This could become a big deal. Did you know when you first thought of it that it would become not only something viral, but just something that the kids would like and that people would enjoy?
Well, the idea of just having the syrup, I know I'll be questioning, like, why does this coach have syrup? But like I said, I didn't think about the whole shots thing until pregame. So it went back and forth in my mind. I was like, is this a good thing, or are they gonna like it? Because I didn't talk to nobody about it. It was just like, I want to do something big, but I don't know what I can do bigger with syrup. Like, it's kind of corny to say, hey, you got pancakes, you scored a touchdown, or we scored a touchdown, and I got to give it to one of the the players. So I wanted to do something like I thought bigger. I also didn't want to single them out. As an offensive lineman, I don't believe in singling them out. They all work together. All 5 of them do the same job. That's why when we score, they score. So that's how I did it.
I guess we should have asked this like 15 minutes ago, but what, for the people who don't know, what constitutes as a pancake? What qualifies as a pancake block? What is the bare minimum you have to do to enjoy some syrup on a Friday night?
Well, a pancake block is when an offensive lineman is driving a defensive lineman and he rides him to his back. It's not when he just falls. It's not when he trips over somebody. It's a clean, straight block. If I'm driving you this way and you fall on your back and I fall on top, that's a correct pancake block.
So the offensive lineman has to finish it on top?
Well, he doesn't have to finish it on top, but just get him on his back.
Gotcha. Yeah, we should have established that before because I know Kev's well-versed in pancakes. I'm well-versed in trying to avoid pancakes, but we shouldn't have assumed that everybody else understands. Yeah, how big can this thing get? I mean, what do you want to be the end result of this CoachSyrup? Hashtag CoachSyrup.
I mean, I'm not looking for anything special. I'm gonna open up to I'm already excited about how it's going now. I'm open up to anything. If I go on a TV show, a sponsor, I'm open to anything. It really doesn't matter to me. I won't stop it. I won't try to change it. I just want what's best for my guys and also for the team for us to be successful. Because if we as offensive linemen don't do our job, we can't do nothing on the offense. And that also I say that my OC coach Nate says that, and my wide receiver coach Allen says that. So we have to do our job, and if giving them syrup shots makes them do their job, hey, so be it.
All right, I'll let Kev finish you off here. If you got anything else, Mr. Producer.
Yeah, appreciate your time coming on the show. We definitely want to have you back maybe sometime later on in the season, so you give us an update on what's going on, how big it's gotten, anybody else that contacts you or anything like that. So we'll definitely have you back on later on in the season to see how it's going.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right. Any last words? Any last thing you want the people to know?
Oh, that's about it, man. Thank you all again.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem.
Hashtag CoachSyrup, baby.
Hashtag CoachSyrup. All right.